Hello everybody, Caitlin here. Today I am making something clean, which is part of my A Little Something collection. If you hear anything in the background, that is my son making random noises after I asked him to stop. So that's what's happening in the background. Alright, so I have my hard oils and butters here, and I melted them down for about 1 minute just to get it started. And here is hot lye solution that I just started, or that I just made. And then all you really do is you just let the heat from the lye solution melt down your hard oils and butters, which takes about 5 minutes, depending on how small your chunks are. I usually try to get my shea butter pretty small because that takes the longest to melt down. So I will bring you guys back once this is melted and show you the color and the fragrance that I'm going to be using today. And in my soft oils, I have a teaspoon of blue honey mica. It looks a little bit purple right now in my viewfinder, which is just my phone screen, but it's very blue. And I think this should be enough for what I want to do. And then my fragrance today is a 50-50 split of Acqua di Gio type by Nature's Garden and tarragon, or bergamot and tarragon leaves. So that's my combination, and it smells really clean, like you would, like a classic soap smell. That's the best way to put it. Very clean and refreshing and airy and light. All right, now I'm going to mix this up. And I might as well take you guys in. That's pretty. All right, and that's well blended. Now all we have to do is add, we just have to add this to this and combine everything. I'm going to make sure I get all of this scraped out so I don't lose these oils. And we will see what happens. I've used both of these fragrances before separately, and they both soaped beautifully, that I remember. And that 1 teaspoon seems like it colored it well enough. I was going to make it more of a pastel blue, but I don't know. I don't want to add any titanium dioxide if I don't have to. And it is lightening up a little bit. It seems like blues and purples do not translate the same on camera as they do in person. Okay, I'm gonna take this out and stir it with my spatula a little bit so I could pour it a little thinner, because if I pour it too thick, it leaves kind of like little lines in the soap, and I don't like the way it looks. It doesn't look completely smooth when it gets cut if you pour it too thick. I just want to make sure it doesn't like turn straight to like a fluid. So if you can see that, this is what you call trace, where the soap leaves the pattern behind on top. So I'm going to scrape my sides really well. Get that bottom. And I think this is ready to pour. Seems to be going good. So let me go get my mold. Okie dokie. Here we go. You want to make sure that you get all of your soap out as quick as you can so that it doesn't set up weird in the mold. Especially if you want a flatter top, the quicker you get it in the mold, the better. I'm going to go ahead and scrape this off camera, and then I'll bring you back when I texturize this top. Alright, so I scraped out my bowl. And then I banged this down really well to get the air bubbles out. And now I'm just going to do a slight texture. I don't know if a spoon was the thing to grab for this or what. Because I don't want it to be too textured. I don't think I really like that too much. Sorry, I'm moving everything. Let me do what I normally do with the rest of these soaps and use a popsicle stick. I'm going to go ahead and clean up these edges so that they're not sticking up more than they need to be, which is not at all. All right. And I do one little swirl up. And that's pretty much what I've been doing with all of the soaps. I'm going to go bang this down again, and then I'll show you the top. Okay, so more air bubbles came out, which is great. And then I had to retexturize the top. So I'm spraying it really well with some 91% alcohol. And here we go. There it is, guys. This is my something clean, and I will bring you guys back for the cut. Alrighty, everybody, I am back with the soap. I got my fingerprints on it. Whoopsies. I did crack a little bit. So let's see what this looks like. A nice blue bar of soap. The top did get a little bit of soda ash because I had molded it early out of the actual wooden mold and left it in the freezer paper lining overnight. So it wasn't covered all night like it normally would be. But that's okay. I really need to get a stand that doesn't hook onto my table for this camera thing, because it shakes a lot on this table. My dogs are playing in the other room, so they're making a bunch of weird noises. And you can see a little bit where it cracked. That's okay though. And if you've been wondering why I have like scratches on my arms in the last few videos, it's because the puppies. They've been jumping and playing, and I've gotten scratched a couple of times, so that's where all these scratches are from on my hands and my arms. This is a really firm batch of soap for being just not even, I think it's like, I made them yesterday at like 1:30. Maybe 2 o'clock, and it is 9 o'clock the next day. That's my Yorkie. He thinks that he's the king of the hill, and he tries to keep the puppies in track. He's 12. He's an old man puppy. But they're in the living room and I'm in the dining room, and I have a gate between us and about 10-15 feet. And what I do with these sample slices is I cut them long ways, and then I stamp the samples with Sprinkled Clean Soapery stamp. That way it's kind of like a little soap business card. And it reminds people of me when they use their sample. So instead of me doing it to all of the bars, I just do it to the few samples that I have, and it saves time, energy, labor costs, all of that. Alrighty. This is my Something Clean bar of soap. It does smell refreshing. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.